What up, peeps? It's your boy, Church Boy, back again with another video just for you. Yo, how y'all been? Hopefully you guys are doing okay, man. I was looking through the comment section of the last video I posted, and someone named Todd Ashton, he said that I've heard the rest of Rush. Now it's time to hear the best of Rush. And he proceeded to give me a list. And at the top of his list was a song called Free Will. And you guys know how I'm feeling about this Rush journey. I don't have to beat the horse because it's dead, man. I'm feeling Rush. I'm really, really feeling Rush right now, man. But I want to hear the best of Rush, and Todd Ashton says, starting with Free Will, this is the best of Rush. So I'm excited. So without further ado, here's Rush performing Free Will. Let's do this. They're an F. I like that.
The stars aren't aligned, or the gods are aligned. Blame is better to give than receive. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
Okay, I'm liking this song. This song appears to be in the key of F. I know they modulate a lot, they change keys a lot. But the song appears to be in the key of F. And I'm feeling that first riff, feeling that the second and third riffs. They're a little odd, but I like them. I gotta say that I'm feeling the lyrics. They're getting me with the lyrics really quick, man. You guys know, if you guys are not used to hearing me talk about social issues, you guys know I'm a huge fan of free will. I mean, we live in the great United States of America, and I'm a huge proponent of free will, man. So I'm feeling the lyrics so far, man. That second riff that they played was absolute fire. Hopefully they play it again, because that was on point, and I'm feeling that we play a song in church very, very similar to that riff. But yeah, I'm liking the song so far. Let's let him continue on. That riff right there. Yeah, ooh, oh, man, I shouldn't have paused it right there because he's killing those drums. But that riff is on point. We do something similar to that in church. It's very similar to what we play. But yeah, that is dope. So they're in F for the most part. But they're playing for that second riff. They're is dope. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. And I'm still in that. I'm still in it. Yeah, that is dope. That's dope, man. I like that. I like that. But yeah, he's getting me with the lyrics. Definitely a great vocal performance thus far, man. But there are some people on this earth who think they were born and destined to do bad in life. You know, they think they're destined to have a foot on their neck constantly, and not in America, man. I'm thinking about a situation, and that's what I like about great songs and great lyrics. They make you think of certain situations, and this song is making me think of something, and I want to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it. Let's let him continue on.
You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
That's right.
You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
Okay. Oh, what Neil Peart is playing right now, that's jazz. Yeah, those are jazz hits. I'm feeling that. He's shredding. That's dope. Yeah. That's fire right there. That's dope. Okay.
Each of us a sound of awareness, incomplete and incomplete. Genetic blends with uncertainties, unfortunate that's not moving. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
I like that modulation at the end. That was a nice modulation. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah, dope song. Dope song. They got me with the lyrics. I know the instrumentation was great. The lyrics were awesome. The vocal performance was on point. Man, yo, he he's up there in those higher registers, man. How does he do that? How does he do that, man? That's pretty slick. Alex with his solo, that was like no other, because it was such an odd solo. It was very odd, but he just polished it all off with those chords, those sliding chords he was hitting. Ooh, nasty chords. I love that nastiness. And here comes Neil Peart, hitting those toms again. The last song I listened to, he didn't attack those toms. This song, he attacked those toms, and I was here for all the smoke. Loving that. Of course, Geddy Lee on vocals and bass, he did his thing. he did his thing, man. What more could you ask for? But I'm not sure who wrote this song, but those lyrics were on point, and it just made me think of a certain situation. And I know some people don't like when I talk about politics or whatever, but it just makes me think of a situation, and I can't help it. You guys know I'm a gigging musician, all right? I gig. I get hired for gigs here and there, and I got picked up for a gig one time, and it was a gig that I had played numerous times before. And I was playing the gig, and it was time for the preacher, because it was a church gig, and it was time for the preacher to preach. But on this gig, the preacher who hired me didn't preach. Instead, he had a representative from the Democratic Party, come in and speak for him. And it was election time. And I didn't know that. I thought the guy was just another preacher. I didn't know he was like a Democratic official, and he started speaking, and I didn't like what he was saying. He was basically preaching to the people that they were victims. He was preaching to the people that the world was against them, and how it was important for them to vote out President Trump because he's doing this and he's doing that. And it's like, dude, I disagree with you, man. I'm not going to sit here and let you blame someone, for something that's totally self-inflicted. He was blaming one man for every black problem. It's like, bro, hey, man, President Trump didn't steal my friend's Hyundai, President Trump didn't murder my cousin. My cousin was killed by Pookie. He was killed by another black person. Like, come on, you got to come better than that. But the people that this guy was preaching to, they were all on his back. Like, yes, preach, yeah. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't withstand it, because I knew he was trying to take the free will away from these people. He was trying to program these people to thinking that they were victims. And I'm sorry, I had a dad, a strong father in my life, who didn't accept any excuses. My dad told us we are the decisions that we make. He didn't allow us to complain about life without doing something about it. He told us that hard work will pay off if you continue to work at something. So I'm of the mindset that if you work hard, you will have the desires of your heart. I just don't have a victim's mentality. And this preacher, that visitor preacher that came in, he was preaching to the people that they were victims, and I couldn't take it. I didn't care about the money. I couldn't take it. I packed up my guitar and I left in the middle of the gig. I left. There was going to be some more singing after this guy got done speaking, but I couldn't take it. I couldn't do it. I left. And about 3 hours later, the pastor calls me like, "Hey, is everything all right? Like, what happened? You left early, And I was like, "Hey, pastor, I wasn't feeling what your guy was saying. He was trying to make black people out to be victims, and I don't support a victim's mindset." And the pastor who called me, he didn't understand what I was talking about. He thought that I was wrong in my thinking, and I never went back for that gig, because we exchanged words. It wasn't anything harsh or harmful, but we exchanged words. We expressed our differences, and that was it. And he never called me back for the gig again. And it amazes me how strong politics are, man. I mean, politics, that's why politics aren't in religion and things like that. They're not allowed in the workplace. You're not allowed to discuss those topics, man. Because they're separators, they're dividers, and it's a shame that, we allowed politics to separate us, but I just couldn't take it. I don't like using the church, and it happens every election. I don't like when officials use the church to gain votes. I don't like when the Democratic Party goes to all the the black churches to get votes, and I just think it's disrespectful. I think it's predatory. You know, I don't like it. I just wasn't a fan of it. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be talking about this song, but this song made me think of that situation, and it just irritated me, man. It just ugh. But that's what a good song does. A good song makes you think of something. Good lyrics make you. They should take you back to a time that was pivotal for you, an important moment in your life. And these lyrics made me do that. But yeah, man, the instrumentation on this song was on point. I love that second riff, man. I love that second riff, man. And even the first one. The first one's a little odd. Especially like the way they did the whole step on the first riff, and they skip a beat on the first riff, and I'll show it to you. Hopefully I remember it correctly, but I'll show you what they did on the first riff here. Let me see. I don't care if I butcher it. I don't care. I'm going to try to play it anyway. It's it's in F, and they're going it's a bit of an odd, it's an odd riff, but I like it. Let me try it again. Let me see. Yeah, it's and at that second part, oh, I love it. It's yeah, that is dope. It's dope. I'm feeling it, man. I feel this band, and the way they change grooves there in the middle of the songs is just like and the thing is, it's as if these grooves don't go together at first, and then they're in the middle of their performance. It just all comes together, and then you're immersed, and it just all makes sense. I'm loving this band. The way they play and the way they sound, it just, because I'm a huge fan of jazz, it just makes me think that they have some jazz songs or something like that. I don't know. I think you guys told me that Neil Peart was a jazz musician, or he studied jazz or whatever. And you can hear that in his playing in this song, man. But it seems as all of them have like jazz experience, man, because, man, you can hear it. I mean, I really hear jazz roots in their playing, not just this song, but in their playing in general, man. And I'm definitely feeling this band. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I missed. Man. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But above anything else, if you decide to not do that, don't forget to love each other. Take care of each other. Peace. God bless.